Every morning, we wake up with good intentions. We tell ourselves, today I'll be focused. I'll finally study without distractions. But somehow, the day slips away. We sit down to work, and our mind already feels tired. We scroll for a bit, check messages, and before we know it, focus is gone. It's not because we're lazy. It's because the first hour after waking quietly sets the tone for the rest of the day. And most people, including me a few years ago, accidentally start their mornings in ways that drain their mental energy before real work even begins. So today, we'll talk about 5 morning routines that silently kill your focus, and more importantly, what top students and high performers do instead to protect it. By the end of this video, you'll know the small, invisible habits that make your brain feel foggy before noon, what science says about cognitive energy and attention, and the simple swaps you can make tomorrow morning to feel calmer, sharper, and more in control. Let's start with the first one, probably the most common. Checking your phone right after waking up. It's so normal now that it doesn't even feel like a choice anymore. You open your eyes and your hand just reaches for the phone. But here's what actually happens. Your brain goes from rest mode, calm, slow, creative, straight into reaction mode. Notifications, messages, videos, they all spike dopamine before your day even starts. That early dopamine rush feels nice for a few minutes, but it makes your brain crave more stimulation later when you try to study. Top students do something different. They delay digital input for the first 30 to 60 minutes. No phone, no news, no emails, just real life. Instead, they give their brain space to wake up naturally, maybe by stretching, journaling, or planning their tasks on paper. It's not about being disciplined. It's about protecting the quiet state your mind needs before the world starts shouting at you. So, tomorrow morning, try this. Leave your phone in another room overnight. See how your mind feels in that first quiet 10 minutes. 2. Skipping breakfast or eating like you're still half asleep. Now, this one depends on your body and routine, but what you eat or don't eat in the morning shapes your focus chemistry. Most people grab something fast. Sugary cereal, a coffee, maybe nothing at all. Then by 10 a.m., your focus crashes, and your body starts looking for more quick energy. Cognitive science calls this the glucose roller coaster. You spike your blood sugar early, then crash hard right when you need focus most. Top students don't chase energy. They stabilize it. They eat something balanced, like protein with slow carbs, eggs and oats, yogurt and fruit, even a banana with nuts. The goal isn't to eat perfectly. It's to avoid the energy crash that tricks your brain into thinking you're lazy or distracted, when really you're just underfueled. I used to skip breakfast thinking it saved time, but it was costing me the entire first study block of the day. 3. Starting the day with passive input instead of active clarity. This one is subtle. Many people start their morning by watching, reading, or listening to podcasts, news, or even motivational videos. Sounds harmless, right? You're learning. But your mind is still foggy after waking. You're filling it with other people's voices before you've even heard your own. And that kills clarity. Top students flip the order. They start with output before input. Even if it's something small like writing a quick plan, reviewing yesterday's notes, or journaling one line. What's my main task today? That's it. You'll be surprised how it changes your mindset. 4. Rushing through mornings with no pause. You've probably had this kind of morning. Alarm rings. You're already late. You rush to get ready, scroll while brushing teeth, grab something to eat, and then suddenly, it's time to study. But your mind is still racing. When your first hour is chaotic, your brain doesn't know when to slow down again. The momentum of rush becomes your baseline for the rest of the day. High performers know this, which is why they build micro-pauses into their mornings. It doesn't have to be meditation. It could be sipping water slowly, stretching, or just taking 3 slow breaths before opening your laptop. The idea is to signal to your brain, I'm in control, the day hasn't started without me. Without those pauses, you're not really choosing how to start, you're just reacting to everything that happens. And when you live in reaction mode, focus becomes impossible. 5. Overloading your morning with productivity rituals. Now this one might surprise you because it looks like you're doing everything right. You wake up early, you read, journal, meditate, make coffee, do gratitude, cold showers, workouts, and suddenly it's 9 a.m. and you're already exhausted. That's routine fatigue, when your routine becomes so heavy that it takes more mental energy to maintain than it gives back. Top students simplify. They pick 1 or 2 grounding habits, maybe planning and stretching, and they do them consistently. Consistency beats complexity every time. I remember following those perfect morning routine videos, and I'd end up frustrated when I couldn't keep them up. But the day I focused on just one ritual, writing my top 3 priorities, my whole day felt lighter and more intentional. Sometimes focus isn't about adding new things. It's about removing what doesn't serve you anymore. Now here's something important. Don't try to fix all 5 habits overnight. When you change too much at once, your brain resists. Instead, pick just one, the one that feels easiest to improve. Maybe it's delaying your phone or planning your day before breakfast. Then give it a week. Track how your focus feels, not in hours studied, but in clarity and calmness. The small wins stack up, and over time, those small changes shape who you become every morning. Remember, your focus doesn't get built in the middle of the day. It's built before the day even begins. Let's recap. 5 morning habits that drain your focus. Checking your phone first thing turns your brain reactive. Skipping or unbalanced breakfast causes energy crashes. Starting with input, not output, fills your mind before it's clear. Rushing with no pause keeps you mentally tense all day. Overloading your routine creates fatigue instead of focus. And what top students do instead? Protect their first quiet minutes. Fuel their body for stable energy. Begin with clarity and intention. Keep mornings slow but steady. Build simple, repeatable habits.